What's up, everybody? This is the NBA Guru Show, the debut. It has been a long time coming, and we finally got it. Finally started. My partner here, Naf. How you doing tonight for our debut show?
I'm excited, man. It's been a long time coming for the Guru to have his own show, and the number one Kings fan I know. So let's get it rolling, man. Let's just talk ball.
I
I'm here to
appreciate it,
talk
man.
ball.
I appreciate it. Just some of the stuff that we'll be talking about here in the show. We'll have like hot takes sprinkled in. We'll have predictions. We'll talk about the Kings. We'll talk about the major NBA headlines. Maybe we'll throw in some advanced stats here and there. But it'll be a little bit of everything, and we'll make it fun. We'll have some NBA trivia, conspiracy corner, stuff like that. It's gonna be a dandy, man. Are you excited to start this or what?
Definitely excited, man. I mean, hearing your hot takes and stuff and your analytics piece. You're more the analytics guy. I'm more the eye test. So
Yeah,
it'll
it'll be
be a good. It'll be a good. It'll be a good mix. So
Yeah, let's just get right into it here. Let's just talk Kings quickly about this Dallas game. And Kings played well. They took advantage of what they needed to do. Valanciunas, who's taking place of Sabonis, who's been hurt for last game, who got hurt in the last game against the Rockets. It's nice to see that we finally got a backup big that could take advantage of some easy matchups, and he's been playing pretty well. I actually didn't think that he was going to be a good addition to the show, and I just didn't think like his defense was going to be good, but we got him at the right time because Sabonis got hurt, and he can actually be pretty good in the post. And he shot 15 times today, which is actually the second most he shot this year. So for field goal attempts, and he shot as many as DeMar, which is something you don't expect. But it was a weird game because Kyrie got hurt early.
yeah.
But yeah, that kind of changed the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, when Kyrie got hurt, they didn't really have much out there. And then, I mean, I guess the bonus was hurt, but what was this JV's like? What is this? How many games has he been? How many games is this
Uh,
as a King?
Probably right 5, 6, 7 off the top of my
Okay.
head, but yeah, he's been playing pretty well, and he's gonna get a lot of time now since Sabonis is hurt with that strain, so he'll
Yeah,
probably
I mean,
be
it's still a small sample size, so I
yeah.
wouldn't, jump the gun too much. But that's good that he played well. But like I said, the Mavericks are so depleted that it's almost like a game you kind of have to. It's not really a game I would look to in deep depth to, just because the
Yeah,
Mavericks are missing so many pieces without AD, without
yeah,
pretty much any big. I mean, I think their starting any big was probably like Dwight Powell, right?
mhm.
And Dwight Powell was out of the rotation for a minute. So,
Yeah, they
but
don't
I
have
mean, it's a
the
good win for the play-in because of how close they are to the seedings. But then again, I don't know if the Kings want to get. I don't know if Kings fans. You tell me if you guys want to get with the protected pick if you even want to get that 9, 10 seed. Because to be
oh,
honest,
man. Oh, we got to
I
get
mean, if
into
it was
that.
me, I would not. I would not want to even. I would rather much keep the pick.
It's tough because the fans they want to see the playoffs, and they're still thirsting off the 2 years ago when we made it to the playoffs, the Beam team, the real Beam team. But if we're a
I mean,
10th
yeah,
seed
yeah,
and we're not getting in and stuff like that, then yeah, it's going to be disastrous because we're just going to lose our pick for absolutely nothing if we get the
yeah,
ninth or 10th seed. So,
exactly. So you won't be the
but
10th seed, and then possibly just get swept by OKC. Like, I mean, you gotta look more down the line. I mean, that's what the Mavericks did a couple years ago. Remember? What I think it
Mhm.
was Derek, and they ended up with Derek Lively. So
Oh yeah, they tanked for him.
they
Yep.
tanked for him. Yeah. So I think that's definitely the better route to go.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if they can keep getting wins, and we'll find out in these next couple of weeks. Is the Kings' schedule is crazy insane for the next couple of weeks. I mean, their schedule is very tough. They got Denver up next, and I think the Spurs and the Clippers after that, then Golden State, and then it's a ton of tough teams like Cleveland twice, Oklahoma City, Boston,
Ooh.
Milwaukee. So we're gonna find
Ooh.
out if this team is real or not. So.
Well, the problem is
Um,
I don't even know who's chasing. Is it are the Blazers that far behind in the standings, or
Yeah, I think they're about 4 games away
that's yeah, see, 4
from
games
the
would
playing
what
seed.
20. Yeah, 25 games to go.
So
And then the
now that
Mavericks, I don't even know the Mavericks just lost Kyrie. So it's, to be honest, I don't even see who would catch them, especially if the Mavericks don't have Kyrie or AD. I mean, the Blazers have been playing well
right. Yeah,
against.
Blazers been playing well, but since you're bringing up the playing seeds and all that stuff right now, let's get into the Dallas being the 10th seed right now. Is this like the worst 4 week stretch of being a Dallas Mavericks fan in like the history of the team?
I mean, it's not even close. I mean, do you think there's even? I can't even think of another. Maybe. Yeah, I can't even. I mean, I don't know
Well,
much about Dallas's history, but this is by far. I mean, this is like one of the worst 4 week stretches of any sports franchise. I mean, forget just being a Mavericks fan. I mean, losing
yeah,
Luka and then yeah, now losing and then losing AD the first game, and he was looking good too. But I'm a Laker fan, so they don't call him street clothes for nothing. So
yeah.
I
I mean,
mean, it was kind of expected, especially since he's had that injury. But
the only other times I can think for the Dallas Mavericks where they had a really rough stretch. Obviously, you can bring up the 2006 when they lost in the
that final,
finals. That was a tough 2 week stretch. But
oh,
other than that, not re-signing Nash, not getting Brunson back, these
yeah,
are little things here and there. But these 4 weeks accumulation from the Luka trade to Anthony Davis coming for his first game playing decent, then getting hurt immediately, and then now Kyrie. And I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but they were around the fourth or fifth seed when they
they
did
were
the
a
Luka trade,
couple, yeah,
right?
yeah. I think they were like fourth or fifth, like a couple months or a month or two ago. But man, that franchise ever since Cuban sold them, it's looking like they're cursed or something, man. I don't. I mean, that's terrible. But then again, it's a lot of it's on Nico Harrison
Yeah,
and the front
yeah, that's,
office and the
mhm.
ownership. And yes, it would suck to be a Mavs fan. I mean, I know being a Kings fan isn't the best lately, but yeah, being a Mavs fan, it's got to be the worst in any sport right now,
Yeah.
to be honest.
The Kings, they're definitely not sitting pretty as well. I mean, they're in the eighth seed right now, tied with the Clippers. Warriors are the sixth seed. Um, Kings, their schedule is, I believe, the second toughest in the league right now. Second toughest. Their strength of schedule is 55% compared to Phoenix's 59%, which is actually a
Phoenix is,
pretty.
bro. Phoenix is not. I think we could chalk Phoenix up, bro. What do you
Mhm.
think? I think they're done.
Yeah, it's I do think they're on the decline, and with 59% strength of schedule, I don't see them making the playoffs.
No, they're done. They're done. I mean, even just like the way they play, like they don't even. It's like they're already in Cancun, bro. Durant's already packed his bags, bro. Like he's on to the next. I mean, Phoenix is like a whole nother topic. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't even. I mean, it's pretty much I think Blazers for the 10-9 seed, Blazers, Mavericks. Oh wow, Timberwolves are. You guys have won 4 in a row.
Yeah,
Timberwolves are ninth now, huh? So you guys jumped the Timberwolves to eighth. Okay.
yeah.
I
Let's see.
expect the Timberwolves. I expect the Timberwolves to finish in the top
Yeah,
eight.
they have the second easiest schedule in the league coming up,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they'll be fine.
they'll
They'll
be
I think
fine. Yeah,
the
I think they'll
Warriors.
jump to 7.
Yeah, Warriors, Clippers, Wolves are probably the 6, 7, 8. So then I'm thinking Kings are probably ninth now with this big injury, and then you
Hmm.
got Dallas and Portland and Phoenix. I guess we're both saying Phoenix not making it. You thinking Portland can creep in there for the play-in?
So Portland is about in the loss column 4 games behind Dallas. I just
With
depends on
20
the
games
Kyrie.
left, yeah.
If Kyrie's out for an extended amount, like the next few weeks, then I think Portland can make up that 4 game difference. What's their strength of schedule? Do you have that up?
Yeah. Let's see. Dallas's is the 18th, and Portland is the third toughest.
Oh wow, so Portland has a tough
Yeah,
schedule.
they have a tough schedule too.
Yeah. I mean, gun to my head, I would go Mavericks.
Yeah.
Mavericks, Kings, and I actually think the Clippers will slip a bit. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know you've been watching the Clippers, but without Norman Powell, they just haven't looked that good, to be honest. They need Norman Powell, and I know they were like fourth or fifth seed too a couple months ago, so they're kind of on that same trajectory as Dallas. But um, yeah, I think the Kings, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know what you guys want. We'll be in the play-in tournament. Because
I mean,
you have to be 11th to get that pick, correct?
yeah, well, yeah, it's top 12
Top,
protected. So
yeah.
yeah, if the key, we have to be 11th in the West if we want to keep it. But then next year, it's the same thing again. I think it's like top 10 protected next year. And
Oh, okay.
so yeah, it'll be
So
it's gonna be
if you keep it, then next year it's top 10 protected.
yeah, and then the year after that, it's two second rounders. So
Mm,
one way or another, we're gonna get rid of it. But yeah, it'll be interesting. So you're saying Dallas Mavericks taking the 10th spot. I'll probably agree with you.
yeah. What do
Um,
you think?
if Kyrie's out for just because of the schedule, Portland having the third toughest, that's big. And I know Dallas does look pretty bad. I think it'll be tight, to be honest, though, between Dallas and Portland. It might be like a game or two difference at the very end of the season,
You
like
think
whoever
so?
has it. I think it's going to be close. I mean, Kyrie's injury looked bad, so he might be out for like a month or something, or like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah. He
know.
might be done for the season. It looked bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just horrific for this team, but
Yeah.
yeah, Portland's playing well at least. I mean,
Portland
even
won
with their tough
today, right?
schedule.
Portland won today. They beat Philly, I think.
Yeah, they beat Philly by
Um,
17. Yep,
yeah.
119-102. And
Philly.
so that's a big win as well. I mean, Philly just beat Golden State, but I think Maxey got hurt in that one, so they got a
Oh,
little bit of
really? Maxi? Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, ouch. Injuries piling up, huh? Um,
But yeah,
yeah, maybe Portland. Maybe Portland can make a run and take Dallas's spot. Um,
mhm.
you know, Benjamin one in the chat saying looks like it was an MCL. So if that's the case, if it's an MCL, then Ramadan Kyrie, yeah. If it was the MCL, then yeah, he's done for the year,
Yeah, that's
which might be better, honestly, for them. I mean, might as well just regroup for next year.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen any reports lately. I haven't checked Twitter or anything yet, but if that's what it is, then yeah, that's going to be a rough. That's just like, yeah, the worst like 1 month stretch for a Dallas Mavericks fan. Not only that, I think they're raising the prices on them for season ticket holders for next
Oh,
year.
I saw that. I saw that tweet. Yeah,
That's
that's
insane.
crazy. Was it 8% or something?
Yeah, 8%, and
Man,
like, I mean, are we just?
you're just
I mean,
slapping
not
the
only
fans
it's
in the face, bro.
yeah, adding insult to injury. I mean, no, I mean,
No
literally.
respect for the fan base, man. That's one of the best fan bases too, from what I remember.
Yeah,
Dallas
no, for
fans are
sure.
loyal, man.
But yeah, so that's what's going on with Dallas, and then for the Kings,
Yeah.
we could just talk about like just the state of the team, different
What who do
players
you
on the
think
team.
who do you think was the best player today for Sacramento?
I mean, I think Valanciunas played pretty well, but he missed a bunch of easy buckets, and he was just taking advantage of the matchup because the Mavericks have no bigs,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he was just pounding it in, and he was 6 for 15, which is not that good, but I think that he missed a decent amount of bunnies. So I think like he played pretty well, and he was doing pretty good rim protection. I haven't checked, but the Kings usually do a defensive player of the game type thing where they put a crown on the Kings player and put him on a nice little Kings throne.
Oh, okay.
I'd be
Little
expecting
social
him to get
media.
it today. Yeah. So
Media hype.
get a little clap for that. But yeah, so I think he played pretty well.
I thought
Um,
Keegan was good today. No. Yeah, yeah. I thought I was when I saw Keegan was good today.
Now Keegan's been definitely playing well. I've been looking at his stats lately. He's been shooting better every month because he I don't know why, but he always starts every season slow. I don't get it. Like so in October he shot
Mm,
33 from three, and in November he shot 26 from three. And then he in December 30%, January 38%, and now
yeah,
February 41%.
yeah.
So he's
Yeah. I feel like he relies on that three ball. Like if that three ball's falling,
yeah.
then he's good. But if it's not, then
I feel like
How's his defense?
no,
What
he's
do
still
Kings fans think?
yeah, he's still a premier defense, not premier, but he's a above average, very good defender, and he's a wing, so they're hard to come by for us for sure because we haven't gotten any good wings in a long time. But yeah, I mean Keegan last month 14 points, 6 rebounds, and a block and a steal with 48 and 41 from the field. And I liked him today. He's a little aggressive getting to the line. and just being a little bit more aggressive, taking shots. I feel like he was calling for the ball. He's a little bit more,
A little bit more
you know,
alpha, getting a little bit
yeah,
more alpha.
yeah, passive a
Hard,
little
bro.
bit.
It's hard when you're playing with Levine and DeRozan.
Yeah,
It's hard especially and Monk too. They're sort of ball handlers, so that's
yeah.
that's that's it's good to see him
No,
playing
no, yeah,
better.
Keegan has been playing better, and Levine, I couldn't believe. I mean, I guess I can believe it, but he was the Western Conference Player of the Week,
Oh, I
because the
saw
team,
that.
yeah, they won every game 3-0 during that week. Bobcats,
What do you think
or
about how do you think Levine's looked in a Kings jersey?
man, his defense.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
offensively, he's good.
Let's-
I mean, I think he's just getting used to the team and the system and playing with Sabonis and playing with all the guys. But I think he's been playing a little bit better and better every game. I mean, I was at that Warriors game, and defensively, he gets attacked a lot. He gets attacked a lot on a lot of the nights, but
yeah,
if he could just be efficient, I mean, we expect him to be bad defensively. Just do your good shooting. I think he was 43 or 44% from three this season when we got him, and he
that's
was shooting
insane.
48% or something. So if he could just keep that, I mean that's pretty good. I can't expect more, but he is $50 million for this team, so I expect him
Yeah,
to
when
do
is
that.
his contract up? After
Yeah,
next year?
he's got 2 more years with us, and it'll be I don't know. I mean, this team is mediocre.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, it's a
yeah.
mid-pack team.
Sacramento
Um,
Bulls. Sacramento Bulls.
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, yeah, we want to talk like the overall picture. Like,
yeah,
like look at this team's future. I mean, just a lot of old sort of players that are, ready to. I mean, yeah, I don't know, just sort of on the decline. They reached the apex of the career already. You look at
yeah.
DeRozan, JV, Levine. So I don't know why they built this team this way. So I think, in my opinion, what I would do is I would blow it up as soon as possible, and I
'Cause,
would start to collect draft picks as soon as possible before these players become worth nothing. But what do you think? What do you think Monty McNair should do?
yeah. So when the King, I just want to answer this question for this Chico. What is the ceiling for the Kings?
Yeah,
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, it does look like it's just like a first round team every like for this type of team. We can expect this team. We can try and hope that this team gels really well, and and just like gets better offensively, like flows better, and our defense is good. But it's going to be tough. There's so many good teams in the West. I just can't see them being better than like a 7th, 8th seed like this year and next year,
yeah,
right? So
exactly.
that's pretty much the ceiling. But but um, but yeah, I mean, I just don't see them doing anything in the first round if they make it and stuff like that. I think
Yeah,
their peak, their ceiling is like a first round.
first round
Um,
exit.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
six game
So what
series
would you do
if you're
this
lucky.
summer?
Yeah. So back to your question, you were asking, would we trade all the picks and stuff like that for all these players? It's tough because I mean Zach LaVine was on the trade market for a couple years, and they didn't get anything. They didn't even get anything for Zach LaVine in this trade with the Fox and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
S
What did they give up for Zach Levine? Did they give up Herder? And
Yeah, they
that's
got
pretty
the
much it.
Kings.
Yeah, the Kings. What did they give up? Herder
Yeah,
and
they got Herder. They got
pretty
the
much it.
Kings.
Yeah, the Kings. What did they give up? Herder
Yeah,
and
they got Herder, Fox. Are you just talking to Chicago?
no, I'm talking about what they got to acquire Zach Levine.
Yeah, they gave up De'Aaron Fox. They gave up Kevin
Oh, it was a
Herter.
three-way deal. Right, right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, like it's tough. So I don't think you can even get a first round pick or anything from Zach. Like it's just gonna be tough. He's $50 million. Who wants that right now? Maybe when he's expiring next year. Uh,
Yeah,
that's gonna be
that's his value, just an expiring contract.
yeah. But yeah, it's interesting because Fred Van Fleet, he was an expiring, I believe, and I don't think they got anything. They didn't try to trade him, I guess.
Fred
Um,
VanVleet's that's a good comp right there.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
I don't
not
know. Okay, but and then like yeah,
versatile.
so can we get a first round pick for DeMar DeRozan? I don't know. You
Yeah,
think
that's
he's worth
what
the
we've
first round
talked
pick?
about that. Yeah.
You think he's worth the first round pick?
I think he'd be a good piece for a playoff team. I think he's looked good. No, I mean he's still like his mid range man. He's a sniper from mid range, but I
Yeah.
think he could be useful on. It depends on the playoff team, but I think and also obviously it wouldn't be like a lottery pick, but I think like late first.
Hmm.
If I was a team like contending and needed like a score, like
Right.
I'm trying to think of teams right now off the top of my head, but yeah, I would give up like a late first for him. The problem with DeMar is like he's like I said, ball dominant. So
Hmm.
um yeah, I don't know. I'm
Do you
not
think? Do you think we get 2 first-round picks for Sabonis?
that's a good I think so.
Yeah.
I think you could get a couple first rounders for Sabonis. I mean, he's your best player. How old is he? 28, 29. He's still young. He's still in his prime, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's still great.
Or
Right there.
maybe I don't know. I think you guys honestly, you guys just need to get younger. The team is way too I don't know if you have the average age of the team, but it's just to be that old and like to just not
7, 8 deep.
compete, to
Yeah.
not compete and be that old. It's like you have to you should just start to try to take the OKC route.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because I know the owner and the fans they want to stay relevant, they want to stay good with the Kings. Just taste of that playoffs. I mean, we haven't had it in 17 years, and just having that taste of it was insane. It got the whole city up on its feet, and so I know Vivek wants at least like one more like playoff round touch with that. But I think if the Kings don't make the playoffs, I think they should go in reset mode because I don't see it being any better than
Yeah, I
like.
mean,
What,
in my opinion, even if they make the playoffs, I don't see how they make the playoffs, but even if they do, I think they should hit reset mode. I mean, who's your like youngest player? Is it Devin Carter? Is that like I
yeah,
mean, you guys don't really have any like young pieces either. That's the problem, you know? Like I
yeah,
look at Keegan Murray, is it like Devin Carter? Maybe like I mean, Devin
yeah,
Carter hasn't looked good.
yeah. Devin
So
Carter offensively has looked rough. I haven't seen any real flashes on him
and he's an
in an
older
NBA
prospect,
game.
I think too. I think he stayed 3-4 years, and I think
Right.
he's 22. So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
he's a little bit on the older side as well. But yeah, he's just tough to and Keegan Murray. He's also a young
I
guy
like
that
that.
he's
Mhm.
like him and Carter are like two young pieces.
That's
And
it.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
that's it. And so it's tough to like if we're doing a reset, it's going to be another like 5 to 7 years or something before we get good
Yeah,
again.
it's gonna be a while, but I mean, it's better that than to stay. I mean, you don't want to be the Chicago Bulls for the past, 6,
Yeah,
7 seasons. Like, look at what the Bulls have done. They finally started to hit the reset button this year.
but
Shout out
here's the
Max.
question.
I know Max somewhere in the chat. But you don't want to be the Bulls. You don't want to be in NBA purgatory for
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 years, just making the play in every year.
Yeah, it's a tough question to ask because as a Kings fan or as a Kings owner, are you happy just touching playoffs, getting the first round, just being in the game in those big games just for 2 weeks and calling it every year? Like, is that better than for 17 years we haven't even done that, but we just want a taste of it, even if it is like we're a mediocre team. It's just something to think about. Like maybe Sacramento is just a tough place to get good unless we reset because
I
we
don't
have
think
to
so.
reset hard.
I think. So Monty McNair, when did he come into the GM role?
Yeah, it was about 5 years, 5 6 years ago.
Okay, so like look at his picks. He didn't draft 5, 6 years ago. So he didn't draft De'Aaron. De'Aaron was like
No, no.
2017. So like look at his picks. Like what is his best pick?
It's probably
Is his best
Tyrese Halliburton.
acquisition? Huh?
Probably
Halliburton?
Tyrese Halliburton
Yeah.
that got
But
us Sabonis, and that kind of like that was kind of like a tough. It was a trade that kind of accelerated our rebuild, our momentum to the playoffs. So,
yeah, and
um,
Shivi did mention Keon Ellis. That's another
Keanu
good
is a good one too.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
Keon
a young
Ellis is a
prospect.
young piece. Yeah.
He's a
So
little 3-and-D guy, and he's one of my favorite players on the team. And I
yeah.
always
Hey,
like,
I picked him up for fantasy today and he shot 0 for 7. So that was that was not the best streaming pickup.
Yeah, actually for Keon, he shot 50% from three last month, getting 10 points a game.
He's good, man.
53% from the field. I mean, this guy
He's
he's an
good.
elite 3-and-D player.
He's a hard
Uh,
worker. That's what
yeah,
you like.
he gets the
He's a
hustle stats.
blue
Yeah,
collar guy.
yeah,
That's a tough
was
play, but
undrafted.
he was undrafted, so
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he's getting he had a block a game last month. He had a steal and a half last month, and He's just been playing pretty well for this team. And you know how I like hustle stats and stuff like that. Uh, Deflections. He's
Yeah, that's
sixth
a
in
favorite stat,
deflections.
man. How many deflections?
Six deflections. Or sorry, he's sixth in deflections in the league.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
wow. That's impressive. He's a hustler, man. He works
yeah.
hard. I like Keon Ellis.
He gets his hands on a lot of
Yeah.
loose
I
loose
mean,
balls.
Keon Ellis, Keegan Murray, Devin Carter, like, come on, bro. That's got to be, as a youth, as a
Yeah,
team,
it's tough.
that's
I
it's
mean,
kind of
that's
fire.
the thing. That's the thing. We probably just got to focus on just trying to see if we can make playoffs this year, and if not, then maybe try to hit the reset in the summer. But I think maybe if we can just try to see if we can make playoffs. I
I
mean, now
mean,
there's
yeah,
some injuries
yeah.
and stuff, right? There's some injuries with Dallas. Um, I mean, if we can just play OKC, just get in the playoffs. If we can just make playoffs, I think it'll
Okay, let's
be
just say you make playoffs. You play OKC. What
yep.
do you think? 4 or 5 games? How do you guys think you could steal a game?
I think OKC wins 4-1.
Oh, wow. You think the Kings can win a game?
Oh, I think the Kings can win a game for sure.
Wow. I mean, that's tough. Yeah, I think it would be a sweep, but I guess gentleman's sweep is it's either a sweep or a gentleman's sweep, but
Yeah.
um so I
Wait,
guess yeah. So I guess the highest the Kings can probably finish is 7th, right?
yeah, that's what it looks
Well,
like.
I don't see them finishing top 6.
No. I don't think so either. I agree with that. I think
Yeah.
Warriors are probably got that now with Jimmy Butler on the team. But Shivy brings up a good point. Malik
Oh,
is probably
right.
part of
Yeah. How old is
the
Malik?
youth.
Malik
I think he's like 26 off the top of my head.
can't believe the Lakers just let him go. We had him on like a 1-year deal and
Oh,
just
he
let
just
him
turned
walk for
27.
nothing.
Yeah, he just turned 27. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Lakers lost him for nothing. But yeah, they didn't see it in him. I guess he's had a weird
We've let
first few years before he came to Sacramento.
Yeah, he kind of found his footing. He was almost out of the league, remember? After
Yeah,
Charlotte,
yeah,
he was like almost out of the league for some reason. That's crazy.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think we talked about the Kings enough. Now we want to talk about the playoff standings, some picks, like who we think's gonna make it out, stuff like that.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, let's start with the West here. Um, this is not a hot take. I gotta say it. I think OKC's coming out of the West, but
That's not a hot take.
no, it's not a hot take. I said it's not a hot take.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow, really going out
it's,
on a limb there, Zach.
I'm high. I'm
Break.
high on
Oh,
OKC.
wow, really going out
Yeah.
on a limb. Zach's taking OKC out of the West, guys. This is why
And
they call him the
I will
NBA
have more
guru.
I'll have more hot takes. Don't worry. But this one I do like
I'll play
OKC.
off. I'll zag on that. I think OKC doesn't come out the West. I don't know if it's a hot take, but I'll just say
Who
I
do you
don't think
got? I
they
mean,
come
you
out of
got
the West. I think it's tough, man. The West is a bloodbath. I think the Lakers, Nuggets, Warriors. I think those are pretty much the only teams: Lakers, Nuggets,
yeah, that
Warriors,
can
and
come out.
OKC. Yeah,
Right.
I think it's between those 4. I
It's
think the
fun.
Grizzlies are just. I don't know. I feel like the Grizzlies are also just. I don't see them coming out. The Rockets are a regular season team to me.
Mhm.
I know Udoka has that coaching experience, but I don't see them making noise in the playoffs.
OKC is minus 135 to win the West to come out of the West, and it's crazy because there's such a big difference between the other teams. Denver is plus 500.
Wow.
Lakers are plus 600, and the Warriors are plus 1200.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's
That's crazy.
OKC has a big gap. I mean, they everyone. I guess Vegas really thinks the Thunder make it to the finals again after what 13 years or something.
Yeah. I mean, they're by far the best team in the West. So,
But I am a little skeptical, just a little bit, when I was looking at the OKC's like last few because their net rating is insane and their defense is insane. That's like the big thing, right? They got all these
yeah.
defensive players. They got Caruso, they got Jalen Williams, they got SGA, they're Chet Holmgren, Lou Dort, Kason Wallace, all these guys and stuff like that. So
And
it's
usually defensive rating is usually that's like the prime indicator of a team that's going to make the finals.
yeah.
So, That's your bird, man. Bird is
you guys,
tweaking.
you
Zayd's
guys got to
bird
enjoy
back
him a little
there,
bit.
man.
You guys got to enjoy him a little bit as well. His name is Abu, and he'll be on the show here and there.
Get a boo on the show. Let's hear his takes. Hear his takes on the Western Conference.
Clairvoyant of Abu. Uh, but anyway, so yeah, OKC. All right, so I was gonna say their defense, right? That's what they're known for. They let 128 points to Houston last game today.
Today,
132 to San Antonio, 119 to Atlanta,
Mhm.
121 to Brooklyn, 128 to Minnesota, 123 to Minnesota, 107 to Utah. I mean, these are big numbers.
What's their defensive rating?
I'd have to look that real quick. Let's see here. Their defensive rating is number one at 105.8. They're the number one defensive rating.
Dang, that's a lot. They're giving up a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess OKC is just tough, man. They're
Is
just
it because the
they beat every
experience or what? I think they got the experience now. They made it a year or two.
who.
OKC.
Yeah, but who do they have that's experienced? Oh, you're talking about last year when
Yeah,
they
in the
because
past
they went out in the first or second round to Dallas. Second round, right? To Dallas last year.
Yeah. So
This guy living in the Amazon. This guy's living in a zoo, man. He's doing it in the basement of a zoo.
gotta it's like Noah's Ark out here. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Lakers, it kind of depends on like who's on the standings a little bit. So I wouldn't, if you're gonna choose someone else. I don't think it's the worst just because like home court might be tough.
Yeah.
Lakers and Denver will have home court depending who's gonna be 2 and 3. I know Lakers just have number 2, but
I think
I don't
Lakers.
know.
Yeah, I think Lakers just jumped to 2. So I think Lakers. The problem with Denver is I don't know who we have that can guard Jokic, but Jackson
Yeah,
Hayes has been playing well past couple
yeah,
games.
that's the
But
thing. I think
I don't know about Jokic. Jokic is a different monster. And
that's a
then
good
you know
point.
how they we played Denver the other week and we pretty much just went all out like it was an NBA Finals game. AJ Redick's over here like going up, staying up till 5 a.m. like putting tactics in like.
Yeah, he really wanted to win that.
He really wanted to win that, which is like cool, but like sometimes you gotta save some stuff for the. Well, I mean that's the playoffs. It's all about adjustments. So you can't just base it off one game, because obviously they would change something. Yeah, the problem with the Nuggets is I don't know if Jokic has enough shooters around him this year.
Yeah, but that's a good point. It's probably gonna, let's just say, most likely probability wise, maybe Lakers and Nuggets and it's like OKC and Memphis or Warrior, Houston or something.
No, I don't see Memphis or Houston.
Yeah, so it might be Denver and LA playing for that to go to the Western Conference Finals. And I think if we've talked about this before, if Rui Hachimura is
right,
hurt for a while, that's also a big loss.
we're not winning without Rui. Yeah,
yeah,
no, it's because he's our like small ball center. He's almost our backup center.
yeah.
So I don't see us winning without Rui. I know Austin Reeves been injured, but he's coming back soon. All right, what about this? What about this question from Pejman 1? How sustainable is Cleveland? I feel like they won't last past round 2. What do you think?
Yeah, we could talk about the East here a little bit. I got Boston coming out of the East, but the Cleveland Cavaliers, they are playing the best. I mean, they're arguably the best team in the East, but I just don't in the whole league. Arguably, I just don't see it for them. I think that they're a little overhyped. I know they just beat Boston.
Really?
Boston didn't have Drew Holiday or Porzingis.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know, like I don't know. They just seem like a regular season team to me. And so my hot take for this is a hot take, Pejman and Chico and all these guys.
Write it down. Write it down.
Yeah, I might have to get a post and put it on the board pretty soon.
Write it down, man.
I'm gonna assume that Cleveland's 1, Boston is gonna be 2, Knicks 3, and the Bucks are gonna be the 4th seed, maybe 5, but whatever. I still think Bucks will win the first round matchup against let's say Indiana. But if it's Bucks and Cavs, I'm picking the Bucks.
Wow, that is a hot take, man. Finally a hot take.
You like that take? They are a 15-game difference in the loss column.
That's a hot take. Not being around the bush, huh?
Yeah, I think that they've gotten injuries. This Kuzma thing is a little bit of a wild card. If he can get hot in the series, you never know. And then defensive rating for Cleveland, or sorry, for the Bucks. They're 10th now in defensive rating when everyone was talking about how bad their
Where's
defense was.
Cleveland? Where's Cleveland?
Cleveland in defensive rating is number 7. So they are still a little bit better, but
Yeah, I
uh,
disagree. I think Cleveland can actually beat Boston too.
whoa.
I think if they played Boston in a 7-game series, I think that goes 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I mean, if you Boston just lives and dies by the three. If you watch them, it's just they just shoot threes, bro.
Yeah. They
It's
just
just live
penetrate
or
and
die by
try.
the three.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
that's
just
why they're up 25-3 against them, and then they lost the game.
yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, no Drew or Kristaps. I wouldn't read too much into that game.
Yeah. I wouldn't read too much. I
But the
still think
DeAndre Hunter acquisition's big, man.
it's a good one. They spent a
That
lot
was
of money on it.
a good deal.
No, for
So
sure.
I think they're deep enough, and I don't know. Ty Jerome is nice, man.
Yeah, he's a good role player for sure.
He's like
Uh,
6-man candidate, but
yeah,
he's actually good. Like he's like they're deep, man. I watching the Cavs, like they're deep. I think they can. I think they could take Boston. Um,
yeah,
but I like the Bucks too, though. I like the Bucks too. I think
yeah.
they've been kind of like under. I don't want to say
Under
underrated, but they just haven't been talked about
yeah, because in the
as much for some reason.
first half of the season they weren't playing as well. And now they got like a nice nine man rotation. I think Gary Trent Jr. has been playing a little bit better and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then they got I
Um,
don't know. I mean, Kuzma. I've never really liked Kuzma, to be honest, but
yeah,
I mean, he's better than Middleton's ankles were just shot. So I mean, they
yeah,
need someone that can actually move and stuff. So
like play a game.
play, yeah, exactly. So I think that will probably be a plus in the long run. But
Um,
yeah, no, I actually think the Bucks have been quietly, flying under
so
the radar.
so I got Boston OKC. Who's even though yeah, it's not the greatest take, but at least I got the Bucks making the finals or the Eastern Conference Finals. For
Yeah,
you got so you don't think it's the Thunder. Who's your finals picks?
I'll say Lakers, Boston.
Whoa!
Why
Are we
not?
bringing it back? History
Let's bring
repeats
the NBA
itself.
back. Let's bring the ratings back. Why not?
Is that what Adam Silver wants?
That's what Adam Silver wants. Let's take a page out of the Stern book, man.
That would be the biggest punch to the gut to the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, that's just even worse and worse to see that if that actually happens.
Oh, that would be rough. All right, what do
That's
you? Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's not great, but Boston and it's not hot takes. This is not where I'm doing my hot take, but yeah, I got Boston as coming out, and it's crazy because Cavs. If you really think Cavs are coming out of the East, they're plus 270, which is crazy for the best team in the league for a regular season. To come out of the East, they're plus 270.
but
Boston's minus
what's?
155.
Oh wow, yeah, that leans heavy towards Boston. I would have thought Cavs were at least like around plus 150.
Yeah. So that's a pretty crazy. And to win the championship, Boston's plus 170, OKC is plus 190, and everyone else is
I
just
mean, Boston OKC is a favorite. I mean,
yeah,
that's the favorite finals matchup. Everyone has that. I mean, they've been the best team. I mean, well, OKC's been the best team, and then Cleveland's been the best team in the East. But I mean, it's going to be hard. Also, you never know when injuries can happen, especially Boston. You said like Kristaps and Drew didn't play, but Kristaps always injured. So I mean, who
yeah.
even knows how long he'll last? Drew Holiday's getting old. He's a little injury prone too. So
We got Shivy here
oh yeah,
bringing a good question. Are the Pistons making the second round at all? I don't see
Pistons?
it.
No, I
I don't
don't see it.
personally see it, but they
I think
are
they're too
playing
young.
way better.
But I
Yeah,
think they will. I think they'll take a game or two off if they play the Knicks. I think they could
yeah,
take a game or two from New
yeah.
York
I
in
can
the
see
first
that.
round.
Yeah, they'll.
Um,
I mean, they've just been playing crazy well. Cade Cunningham.
Most improved.
I think he's getting most improved player of the year,
Yeah,
maybe.
he's gonna win. He's like the favorite by a
Favorite.
long shot. I don't know
Mhm.
about that. What do you think about that? First overall pick, winning most improved. Do you feel like I don't know the criteria of that award's a little. It's a little. I don't
Yeah,
understand it, to be honest.
it's interesting because there's probably some other players that literally that probably didn't do anything last year, and then this year they're doing a ton of stuff. But
Yeah, I wonder who like the second favorite is.
let's take a look here. Kate Cunningham is minus 600. It's not even close. And the next person is Tyler Hero at plus 750.
Oh, okay.
and
Tyler
then
Hero's had a good season. That's a good
yeah,
shout. I'm surprised the gap's that big. Just because
yeah, and
Cade was injured last year, so I think that's
yeah,
why.
yeah. But that's yeah, it's kind of unfair. But and then you got Christian Braun, Evan Mobley, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Williams,
No,
all
no,
the
I
next
mean
ones.
it's Cade. It's Cade's award. It's pretty much done.
But
Would you say minus 700?
minus 600
But
for K.
that's insane. Yeah, it's over.
Um,
SGA is almost like up there too. He's almost like in the minus 500s for MVP.
yeah, yeah, it's the same thing. I don't know. I guess all these awards are already established, like with still 20 games left to go.
Yeah.
With minus 600. But we got another good question here by DSC. Uh, are the Knicks having a chance of making a championship run this year?
DSC, I hope you're not a Knicks fan, but not this year, brother. I don't see the Knicks. I think the Knicks will be not one and
What,
done, but I think they'll lose in the second round because right now they'd play the
with
Boston
Boston?
Celtics. Yeah. I
Well,
just
what do you
think,
think?
yeah.
I was going to ask you, what do you think of that Bridges trade? Now that it's come,
Yeah.
that you've seen a little
I
bit.
think that will go down as one of the worst trades in NBA history. I mean, right now it's not because Doncic and all that, but I think in due time, because they give it what 5 first-round picks for Mikal
Yeah,
Bridges, who's like what 6, so he's a role player. I mean,
right.
that's insane. I mean,
Yeah,
they could have waited. I don't know. They're just like horny to get the Villanova guys together or something. I don't. I mean,
yeah, he's not even shooting
I
that
think
well
they
from
could have
three.
got. Huh?
Yeah, he's not shooting that well
He's
from
not shooting that well.
three.
His shot. You remember his shot at the beginning of the season? It
Yeah,
was
it was
like
tough.
broken.
Yeah,
They
it
need to
was
like fix
broken.
it. I think it's good now, but nah, that I think I don't understand. I don't understand that trade.
I
I
mean,
think
he's
they could have
still
saved
getting
those picks.
yeah. He's still getting 17 on 48 shooting, 49 shooting, but
Hmm.
it hasn't really they haven't really leveled up, right? They haven't leveled up
Well, the
for
thing with the Knicks too is like, do you like look at their minutes, bro? They play like, dude, they play like their starters play like 40 plus minutes a game
yeah.
almost. It's like not like what like it like when it comes to like April, May, June, like you never know
Yeah, when it comes
how
down
they're
to
gonna because that's a lot of miles on their legs. I know they're young, but their
isn't that what
starters
happened
play like
last year
40
with
plus.
yeah, isn't that
Yeah,
what happened last year with Brunson?
yeah, exactly. Gets tired out, or some of their starters get hurt, and especially Cat's a big dude. He's older.
Yeah,
Um,
38 minutes for Bridges, 38 minutes a game for Hart,
that's
and
insane.
35 for yeah.
And
It's
they did just get Mitchell Robinson back the other
yeah,
game,
yeah, that's
so
true.
that will help. But Thibodeau, man, Matt, I know Max in the chat. I know he knows about Thibodeau's minutes.
Yeah,
Thibodeau's running around.
they run these. I mean, in the last game, I'm just looking at the last game against the Heat. Um, let me make sure this is the last game here. Yeah, they played yesterday, and it went to overtime against Miami.
Yeah,
But yeah, 43 minutes for OG. I guess it went overtime, but 42 for Brunson, 40 for Towns, 43 for
insane,
Hart.
bro. This is just like a regular season game in March, man. It's not even
Yeah,
April yet. Like, I don't know why Thibodeau. I mean, Thibodeau. I don't know why he does that with his starters. He needs to, and they don't rest. Like they rarely rest or take rest days too. So
yeah,
I
for
hope
sure.
I hope they could last, but I just don't
Yeah, I
think they're
mean,
good enough either to beat Boston.
no, they're not, and their bench is a little bit. I mean, what do you think? They're playing Robinson, Cameron Payne, Miles McBride, and Landry Shamet
That
for
was
their
yesterday's
bench.
game. No,
Yeah,
there's no way
is that
that's
a
the
good
bench.
is that a good is that a good bench to have?
They must have been missing someone. No,
Uh, let's see. They got Precious and
Precious
what's
was
the
out.
yeah, or he
Yeah,
didn't play. DeLon Wright and the rookie Tyler.
oh yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, that's the thing. They're not. That's not deep enough. But then again, in the playoffs, it's just 8-man rotations. So all you need is
Amen.
8 players,
Yeah,
especially Thibodeau. He'll ride with his. He'll play Jalen Brunson 48 minutes. He doesn't in the playoffs. I
yeah.
mean, he doesn't. He
He
doesn't
doesn't.
care.
Yeah, and DSC here saying, let's see here. The East Coast Kings, up until this year, they're doing well, but they can't hang with the big boys, with the Cavs in Boston. Yeah, I mean, it's
East
just
Coast Kings is harsh. East Coast Kings
yeah.
is harsh.
I want to see the Knicks do well because they're the fan base and the crowd and like the games are so fun when they're good.
Yeah, 'cause
Um,
East Coast Kings is harsh. They made at least the second round like past few seasons a couple times.
yeah, but they really
Um,
want the Eastern Conference Finals. They really want to go to the finals, man. They just can't get there. They just
well, remember last year, Game 7 on their own home court, they lost to the
yeah,
Pacers. So
yeah.
I mean, they
That
should have
was a
won
tough
that
loss.
game. That
Yeah.
was that they
They
had
let
it.
the
So
they let the Pacers go to the Eastern
yeah,
Conference Finals.
they let the Pacers get smacked by Boston in that weak ass Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. That's
So it's
true,
like,
that's true. But yeah,
um,
we'll see. I mean, this is their peak for this team. Like, you can't you're not gonna get it's gonna be hard to, like, get a better team than this, like, with the salary cap
that's
and,
why
like
I think the trade was. That's why I think that Mikal Bridges trade was awful. I think they could have waited and I don't know, maybe the next disgruntled superstar who I don't know. I'm trying to think who the next one might
yeah.
be. Devin Booker, Giannis. I mean, 5 first round picks is bro. There's a lot of teams that would take 5 first round picks.
Yeah. We didn't even get that for De'Aaron Fox.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm
We got
saying.
2. We
And
got 2 first round picks.
De'Aaron Fox is way better than Mikal Bridges.
Yeah. It's, it's tough, but, yeah, we'll see. I mean, so you said Boston Lakers, man. If the Lakers make it to the NBA Finals, that's gonna boost ratings like crazy.
Yeah. Let's give Bob Gay here. He's got a hot take. Christian Braun will be the second best player on the Nuggets in 2 years. What do you think about that?
So that I mean, is Jamal Murray still on the team? Is Michael Porter Jr. still on the team,
You must think Jamal Murray is traded and
or like hurt?
or her or something. Christian Braun's good, but I see him as like a I don't know, 6 man, maybe.
Yeah, he's a much older player too, right? If I remember
Yeah.
correctly here.
He went to Kansas, but I don't know how long he was in Kansas. He was at Kansas for.
Yeah. But let me just take a look at Christian here. He's 20. He's gonna turn 24 in a month. Will he be the best player? He's averaging. I mean, he's playing pretty good.
He's good.
It's not bad. He's 15, 5, and 2.
That's good. Those are good numbers.
Yeah. And if we're counting Jamal Murray like going in the decline and like getting hurt crazy, maybe, but
Jamal Murray did start to look a little at the
yeah,
beginning of the season, but he turned it around past month or two.
he's been playing way better recently. So if
Yeah.
Jamal Murray, I mean, it's just health wise. Is Jamal Murray going to be
Also, what
healthy in
moves
two
are they
years?
going to make? We don't know what what the roster is going to look like in 2 years.
Yeah,
If we're going off the roster now, then I mean, yeah, just because their roster is not, I mean, their roster is not deep at all.
yeah,
Their
no, for
roster is
sure.
pretty slim. I think
They got
Dame Watson's been out for a while, but
they had the rookie who got hurt in the summer. I think Deron Holmes the second.
yeah,
That was I mean he's not really an offensive player. He's going to be more defense, but yeah,
yeah,
that guy's probably not going to be
it's hard
like
for
him.
rookies. Yeah,
Yeah, and Peyton Watson, like I don't see him
Dame
being like
Watson's
the
injured, I
same.
think.
Yeah. Um, let's see if we got any other here. But East Coast looks like DSC was upset when he said it was harsh because he said we were the 3rd seed.
Oh, the Kings.
Yeah,
When during
the beam
when you
team
played
here. We're
when you
3rd
played the
seed.
Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but you guys lost in Game 7.
They're the defending champions, man.
That was the only year you guys made playoffs in like the past,
Yeah,
right?
17, 18 years now. Once
Yeah,
in
that's
18
the
years.
one playoff appearance in 18 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on, that's harsh to call the Knicks that. The Knicks at least they win series and
Yeah, during the Carmelo years, they were decent.
yeah, exactly. They had Carmelo. They were I mean, they were never title contenders, but they were like winning games in playoff series and stuff.
Appreciate John Finch here giving a thumbs up. If you guys could give some likes and subscribes, that all the typical YouTube slogans here.
Yes, sir.
That'd be
Like,
great.
subscribe, upvote, whatever the YouTube peeps do.
Do you think there's going to be
coming?
Here's a little question here. Over under 1.5 upsets in the West in the first round. Over
That's a
under.
good question.
Mhm.
So let's just see what this. So 1-8 right now would be Kings OKC.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go off the current standings. So I'll take OKC. 2-7 Clippers Lakers. I'll take Lakers. 3-6 Nuggets Warriors. Mm, I don't know who on the Warriors could guard Jokic, so I'll go. Yeah, that maybe that one, and then 4-5, which is hardly an upset. Grizzlies Rockets right now.
That'll count if
Um,
it's a fifth seed over a fourth, we're counting as an upset.
yeah, I'm gonna say under.
Okay. Yeah, I would probably agree. 1-7, no chance. 2-7, I think. I mean, like if Minnesota plays Lakers, maybe something like that. Will be a good matchup. I think Lakers can beat the Clippers, and if somehow the Warriors get down to seventh, I mean they have a decent. They could beat the Lakers too. It's kind of a up in
Yeah,
the
I
air.
can see that.
Yeah.
The team that I
Uh,
was actually worried about was the Mavericks.
yeah.
But the healthy Mavericks. So I think like AD, Kyrie, I could see them like being man, a dream series, Lakers Nuggets Lakers Mavs first round.
Mhm.
Talk about ratings, man.
Uh, just just to get away from this what standings a little bit, let's just give a couple minutes here real quick to the face of the NBA. Let's talk face of the NBA, man. It's
Oh
been a
yeah, that's
big
a hot topic. That's a hot
hot
topic.
topic. What do you think? Who do you think is all right? So getting back to it, '90s was you got first it was Magic, Bird, then
Yeah,
you got
Magic Bird,
Jordan,
then Jordan,
then you
then
got
I think
Shaq and
Kobe.
Kobe. Yep,
I think
Shaq
Kobe
and
was
Kobe,
2000s.
and then what? LeBron and Curry.
LeBron and Curry.
Right.
Yeah,
So who do you think? I still think LeBron Curry are the face of the NBA.
yeah.
Who do you think is the next one?
I agree. I think this face of the NBA talk's a little ridiculous. I mean, you can't just like you can't give someone the face of the NBA. You can't just stamp it. It kind of just
Yeah.
has to
No, you
happen like
can't.
naturally, organically.
Mhm.
And I think the people that say Jason Tatum that's ridiculous,
No
boring,
chance. Yeah, you need to have
boring.
a
He
personality. You need to have some
doesn't have
hype
the
to you.
personality. I
Yeah.
think there's only one answer here, and I'm going Ant Man. I think that's
Oh,
the only answer.
okay.
It's between Ant-Man and Wemby.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Um,
Wemby. I
yeah,
think there needs to be a uniqueness to the player and the personality, um, and it'd be the first time. I mean, to me, I guess it might be the first time international that this guy, an international player, is the face of the NBA. This is what it's come up to.
right. I mean, Joker doesn't want it. He's just a
Yeah,
little
he
guy.
doesn't care.
Giannis kind of he does have like he's funny. But he never really became the face just because he was sort of like with in that LeBron KD. He's still
Yeah,
kind of more in that era. But I agree with you. It's still LeBron Steph. I mean, if you're prime time game, you want LeBron Steph still. I mean, those guys are still bringing in the ratings.
yeah,
If he's asking if Duncan was ever the face, I think Duncan was kind of like Joker. He didn't want to.
yeah. It's
They
just
just
yeah.
this
He's
is the big fundamental. The Spurs just won championships and
but that's a
low.
good point. Winning has to be part of being the face of the NBA.
It does, yeah.
So Wemby's got to win some championships to get there, and
But yeah,
that's a big question. It's not going to come immediately.
but okay, but the Spurs are set up to like win. They just got your boy Fox. I don't know Stephon Castle. I'm a big Stephon Castle. I'm all big on Stephon Castle. I think he's gonna be an All Star in a few years.
Yeah, I can see
Um,
that.
I can't believe the Kings didn't. Not even
We
Castle. Like they should at least got Devin Vassell. They
they did.
probably were not going to give up Castle, but Devin Vassell would have been good. But that's going back to the Kings Kings talk.
Yeah,
But
we're
just
yeah.
sticking to the face of the league. The problem,
So
yeah,
Ant-Man,
I think,
Ant-Man's got to make it to the finals probably a couple times, get a ship or two.
yeah, that's the problem I see with the Timberwolves. That's the obstacle I see is them winning. I mean, they made
Yeah.
the West Finals last year, but Ant-Man ran out of gas.
Mhm.
Then they ended up shipping out Cat. And
Can
I
Luka be the
hate
face
Julius
of the
Randle.
NBA?
I'm not a Julius Randle fan. I
Can
just
Luka be the face of the NBA now that he's on the Lakers? And if they win a ship or two,
I think Lucas sort of falls closer to the Joker,
he
like
doesn't want
personality
it.
wise. He doesn't want it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think he's out there enough. I mean, do you see Luca in commercials?
No.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, can you name one Luca commercial? And that guy. I mean, he made the finals last year. it's all like
No.
Tatum, and Tatum for some reason all these commercials. So I mean, Tatum wants it. He clearly wants to be the face, but
Yeah.
he's
He
just
wants it
too,
so
too
bad.
he wants it bad. He's like begging for it. It's like you just gotta have to let it happen organically. So um
Yeah, it is organic, and Curry's still going to be here for a couple more years, so he'll still have it for at least a few more years. But that might be just right in time where Wemby's going to start making finals and stuff like that.
I think Curry
Um,
and LeBron have one more year of
yeah,
being the face. Especially
they might have
KD.
two. Yeah,
KD next year, depending where he goes.
KD
Um,
was like a light. He was kind of in there, but
he
he
was
was
never
like
the
one
face.
tier
No, he
less.
was
Yeah, he
never
was
the
never the
face.
face.
He was a villain.
Yeah,
He was like the villain
but
for a few years, the opposite of, you
but during
know,
the OKC MVP year in like 2014,
yeah.
2015, 2016, there he was like semi in the mix.
He was almost, yeah. He almost stole it from LeBron there for a sec.
Yeah,
But
people said he was better than him for a couple of years.
yeah, I mean, he was playing like it, and then he did the heel move. He pulled the Cena, the John Cena,
Yeah.
and just turned heel and went to the Warriors. Um, what do you think?
Sorry, I just laughed at this one. This comment: Tatum no tiene aura.
That's what. That's a great comment, Chico. Tatum doesn't have
Yeah,
the aura.
he
He just
doesn't
doesn't
have the
have
aura.
it.
Man. I don't know. I mean, and what do you think that this is in play? I missed the comment, but someone said that there might not be a face of the NBA.
Was the NBA going to dissolve? Does he know
No,
something we don't?
just
Just
no one. There's no one that's
or the
like above it
NBA?
all. No one above and all, and like representing NBA stuff like that. I
No,
don't,
that's I see his point. Maybe like an overall, just like international players, just kind of bounces around.
Right.
Kind of like it's been the past few years. They're kind of just clinging on to the older, to
Yeah.
the older. There's no one really stepping up. I don't know. I think that is a possibility, but I think Wemby is fast tracked to sort of be the face.
Yeah.
I think Ant has a charisma and the aura, the
Hmm.
personality
Yeah.
to be the face. But I mean, there's not many options.
No,
SGA, I
there
don't
isn't.
I don't see SGA. He's technically an international guy, but I don't see SGA either.
No, yeah, he seems like yeah, it's tough. I mean, they got to win a couple of
He kind
championships
of
for
reminds
him.
me of Harden,
Yeah,
sort of. Harden in his prime.
you just got to have some uniqueness, like something exciting about your game. Like LeBron, he was like the power, the strength, the speed. He has some insane plays. He's got the blocks. He's got the shots. He's the one who made the finals. He made like a show to say he's changing teams. You got Curry, who's like the most exciting player to watch. He shoots like crazy. So you need something exciting. So I think if Wemby wins, he's getting to the final playoffs, final stuff like that. His uniqueness is his length, his size, and 7'5", obviously. And so I think that he's the guy that is there. Um,
But Wemby plays more like finesse. Like he shoots a lot of threes.
yeah,
But he's gonna get better.
yeah.
Still.
Just the way he looks is like something unique, and like he has a little bit of a personality, a little bit.
But this,
He
yeah.
he wants to win really bad, like all the time.
But the thing with Wemby, I don't know if that's relatable. I feel like being
Yeah,
relatable to like the people, like Curry. Curry relates with a lot of,
yeah.
short,
He-
just
Chucking.
shooter. Yeah, just best shooter ever. He
Yeah,
wasn't like a 5-star. He wasn't the number one overall pick.
right.
But he's just likable. Um, I think
Yeah.
Ant-Man has the best. I think Ant-Man has the best personality. I mean, he said he didn't want to be the face, but
Yeah,
I think he
he's
just
interesting because he does have the personality and he has
uh,
the type of game. He has an exciting game, the dunks and because he kind of plays like Jordan a little bit, just the way he plays.
he does play like Jordan. He does play, but he's shooting way more threes this year. I think he has. Yeah, he has the power, like you said about LeBron. Um,
Appreciate Flores for coming in here tonight. Appreciate
yeah.
you.
Shout out Flores. Thank you for
So
tuning
let's just
in.
end it off here. We're going to near the end here. Let's just end it off with conspiracy corner. We got conspiracy corner here. Um, And we got to talk about the Luka trade because I still can't believe it. It's been a month and it's still unbelievable. He's on the Lakers, and he's just playing out of his mind, and they just kind of stole him from Dallas. Is there, is there any rumors like how did this happen? Still, like why did this happen? Is it
Yeah,
rigged?
So I mean, I've heard the rumor that, the alcoholism rumor that he's suffering from alcoholism, which is why they shipped him off.
Whoa, whoa, is this a HIPAA thing or anything? Are we crossing any HIPAA lines or anything with saying this stuff? This is
How's
all
it
this is
HIPAA,
all
man? We
rumors.
don't work. We don't work for a hospital. We don't have his medical records. We don't work for Kaiser, man. It
This
could
is
be
just
HIPAA. This is
speculation.
just speculation.
Yeah,
This is just speculation. The alcoholism thing. I mean, if you pull up the Michael Finney video from the West Finals when they won the West Finals, I think,
yeah.
and he takes the
The
beer
beer,
away
yeah,
from
he
him.
took the beer away. That's like a big,
That's
yeah,
that's not something you just do to another grown man, especially
yeah,
during a celebratory period.
yeah. No,
Um,
that is the everyone remembers that it was a big thing. I mean, yeah, I mean he's European. He used to party all the time. He probably partied during his year 18, 19 years old. Maybe that's why Vlade Divac didn't want to pick him. And
yeah,
and when he
I don't
was
know if it
drafted,
goes
he saw,
back that deep. Maybe it just got
yeah,
worse.
yeah.
But
But you still don't make that trade, even if he's doing all that stuff and he's getting you
you don't.
39-8 or in the finals, and he's taking you to the finals, and
No, the trade is
he's a top five.
the trade is inexcusable. Like it doesn't. There's no reasoning behind the trade whatsoever. But I'm just saying that this is what I've heard, the
Yeah,
alcoholism thing. Which I'm not saying I believe it, but I see the angle.
yeah.
If you think this guy's just gonna crash out in like 2 years and just
And
go out of the league.
it is true that probably from all the best players in the league, Anthony Davis is going to be the best if you were going to try to stay relevant and stuff like that.
Well,
Out of
they
all the
tried for
guys,
Ant.
yeah, they tried for Ant and
Right
Giannis, I
for and
believe.
Giannis, and
Not going to get.
they didn't get anything. So I guess Anthony Davis is the best. I guess after I
Yeah,
don't know who else they could have called for.
they should have just got like Connect and another first or something for him, man.
No, man, they should have got. I can't believe they didn't get Austin Reeves. Austin
Yeah, they
Reeves
didn't get
was Austin
Reeves,
Reeves would have
man.
been perfect. Austin Reeves is so good, man.
Yeah,
So good.
uh,
I just
but
like, why are you not getting Austin Reeves? He also has a similar play style to Luka.
yeah, for sure.
Good pass, good passer, good ball handler, good shooter.
It's crazy they got
Obviously
like
he's a
three.
baller,
They
but
got three ball handlers and like playmakers like LeBron, Luka,
yeah,
and
LeBron,
Reeves.
Luka,
Is crazy.
and it's working. I know it's crazy. So far, it's working, but
Yeah,
um, that's
but
crazy. I mean, there's so many conspiracies with the Luka trade. There's the Vegas angle, but that doesn't really make sense.
yeah, it was like what, tanking so they can like try to move to
Yeah,
Vegas or
tanking
something.
the franchise value so they can move
No,
to
no.
Austin or Vegas. But Vegas is already having an expansion team coming, I think
Yeah, and
2027.
Dallas is a great like market, so you don't really need to do that.
Yeah. But then again, they want to do like a hybrid casino stadium in
Mhm.
Austin, but I think Texas hasn't legalized that sports gambling anyway. So that one doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, yeah, that's I don't know. I guess Nico really thought Nico really thought that that he's just gonna go downhill on a really and maybe they also didn't want to pay the supermax. I don't know. The supermax thing also maybe
A
too, right?
supermax, no. I mean, come on, you pay the supermax and then you trade them. If anything,
Yeah,
people
that's
want
true.
you could trade them on a supermax. I think I doubt. I mean, not the first year, but I think you have to wait a year or two. But
Yeah, and he
I
would
mean,
have
they're
signed
gonna.
it too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was gonna sign it. He even bought a house like right before, so he got did dirty.
Appreciate Max here. Can't wait for more episodes. Love the analytics and eye test. Appreciate you, Max, for joining us.
Shout out Max.
Um,
Shout out
DSC.
Shivi.
They couldn't keep him from the Sizzler.
Yeah, Luca is. I guess I don't know, but I mean that's definitely the most realistic conspiracy I've heard
Yeah,
in regards
that's
to the
what,
trade. That's one that I can believe.
yeah, and
Um,
the one thing they were saying is like they didn't want to say like he has like an alcohol problem if this is true. They didn't want to say it to all the teams because then it's like a HIPAA. That would be a HIPAA thing,
yeah. See, yeah. Obviously, you
and
can't. Obviously, they
that's why
can't.
they couldn't call the teams and like because then they'll get all the teams are gonna be like, all right, what's wrong with Luca? Like, all right,
Well,
and I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, obviously, you don't want to. I mean, but they could leak that through a reporter or something after.
Yeah.
Shout
like
out Bob Gay.
Gates. Good stuff. Good
We'll be
stuff. I
back on
appreciate.
here. We'll be back on here. Shout out Shivi, Max. We'll be back on here, I think, Wednesday night. Yeah.
Yeah, after
for the
the
Kings.
Denver game,
Denver Kings.
after the post game for Grant and Rhino show, we'll be on around. I think the game's at 6, so we'll be on around 9:30.
Yeah. That should be a good game. That'll be a good game.
Yeah,
Kings
because
Nuggets.
we've been playing well, and maybe we can sneak away a win, but it'll be tough.
Is it in Denver?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take the Nuggets.
All right. Well,
No.
on that note, we're gonna end it right here, guys. Appreciate you guys joining the NBA Guru Show. This is Naf. Hope you guys enjoyed
Thanks,
our first
guys.
debut show. Any
Thanks for
closing
tuning
thoughts,
in. This is a
Naf?
start. This is a start. We'll be on. You know, you guys come in, drop your comments. We'll show them on the screen. Ask your questions. And yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. Until next time. Shout out, Zach.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks, Naf, for joining.